Hey guys, me, host Superstar. Thank you very much for tuning in. Look what I got. It's the Bride of Frankenstein. So this is from the new Universal Monsters line, brought to us by Jada Toys. The Bride of Frankenstein looks absolutely awesome. She was one of my favourites when this got announced. You don't really see much in the way of Bride like merchandise, especially when it comes to like action figures and stuff. In fact, I don't think I've ever owned a Bride of Frankenstein toy before. She looks absolutely amazing as well. Really liking the look of this one. She comes with alternate hands and alternate head, which is like got the screaming face on there, which I think is going to be the one I'm going to use as standard. And then she comes with some big electric pylon pole things that she can be attached to with some cuffs and stuff. So it looks very cool. She is a part of the Jada Toys series. Now, we have already reviewed a couple of these on the channel, including Dracula and Frankenstein. We are yet to get our hands on the monster from the Black Lagoon. We are waiting from Creature of the Black Lagoon. We're waiting for him to arrive. I got these three off Amazon, but I do have a set of these on pre-order with Comics and Cocktails and Mad About Horror. So I have got some more of these coming in, which I will be selling on. But I do need the Creature from the Black Lagoon off one of the series. So I couldn't wait to get these. Basically, I wanted to ensure that I had these for Halloween. So I've got a few sets on with different people. Because I wasn't sure who was going to come in first, but Amazon got them in first. Great looking figures though, and let's jump straight in, guys, and take a closer look at the Bride of Frankenstein. Now, it does look like the Universal Monsters line is growing with Jada. They have announced a car series where they've got like Frankenstein in a car and things like that. And they've also announced Wave 2 of the Bendy figs. Now, in Wave 2, they are doing Phantom of the Opera and Wolfman. So hopefully that will carry across into this series of toys, and we'll get like a Wave 2 of these, of the monsters. I would love that, because like I say, if we can get a Wolfman in this kind of series, that would be awesome. And also, if they did a old school Phantom of the Opera as well, that would be awesome. So they do come with like a fancy covering on the packaging, which I do like. It does protect them from would-be head swappers and stealers. A lot of companies have had to do this now, because a lot of people do that thing where they steal heads and bath pieces from the figures while they're on the shelf. Dead annoying. Alright, here we go. We've got it free from the packaging here. So I've got the secondary head sculpt. We've got the additional hands. The figure itself. The chain pieces are stuck. What are they stuck on? They've sellotaped them from the back. Are you insane? Are you feeling alright, Jada Toys? Why would you do that? What I love about it as well, it's actually it's like proper metal that's on them chains as well. So you know when you were a kid and you used to get those like pendants on chains? It's like one of them. Alright, put the packaging back together. It's no longer needed. We are not keeping this packaging, guys, because I am never selling the Universal Monsters. They are firmly staying in my collection. I do love me some monsters. So, you know what that means. That means we get to put the box back together and give it an old yeet. Right, here she is out of the packaging. Let's take a look. We just need to have a quick look at what they've done here. They've wrapped the legs together. Oh, the legs were... They put the... I don't like how they've done that. Oh, that's really warped, that leg. Oh, no. So, my Bride of Frankenstein's leg was wrapped around the other leg. So it was like packaged like that. Which meant that this other leg has now warped to that one side, which is now causing her legs to do this. So, that's going to cause issues for standing, isn't it? Actually, no, it hasn't. She's actually stood really well. Okay, I need to just warp that back out. So a little bit of warm. It's very loose. Damn it. Anyway, let's look at the figure. She's actually very nicely done. I do like this figure a lot. They have done a great job with it. The face sculpt on there is beautiful. Loving that. You probably see that better on desk cam. Why is it really dark in this corner? I've got like loads of lights on. The figure itself, though, articulation-wise, head is on a ball joint, so you can make her look up and down as well as left and right. Her arms do lift up at this side hinge, do also rotate. There's rotation at the bicep, and single hinged elbows that bend in. Do those need to be bent around? that way. There we go. And then the hands are on ball joints as well. Very nice. Feels all good so far. Our arms have come backwards, so we're going to have to bend both of those round. Oosh. Oh. What have they done? The arm's backwards. Right, so we need to rotate that round and then rotate that round to do that. There we go. The biceps were on backwards on that figure. The biceps were both like swiveled all the way around, so I just had to completely swivel them 180 to get the arms to move. There we go. That's better now though. Though it does leave a big gap there at the top of the arm. I'm not too fond of that. But yeah, without that, you can't really bend our arms forward. So yeah, that was right. It has to go that way. Interesting. But anyway, fix that now. There we go. Okay. So there's Velcro on the dress, so you can actually take this off if you wanted to. It's just attached with Velcro at the back, which does undo. So then, if we take that off, the bride underneath has got like the mummy style bandages all the way through. So we can actually take that off to look at the rest of the articulation, which is nice. So she has got like bandages on. So if you had like a mummy head sculpt, you could get away with even using this as a female version of the mummy. She does crunch forwards and backwards, left and right. And the head, like I say, is just moves up and down. You can crunch at that abdomen waist a little bit there as well, so it does rotate. Legs go all the way out to the side. There's a top thigh cut, double hinge knees on this as well, and feet are on rocker and pivot. Do you remember there was that film, Tom Cruise's version of the Mummy? If you got a custom head sculpt to go on that, you could actually recreate that very easily. So yeah, it's nice that it's clothing that just does come off, so that's pretty cool. And again, we can just pop that back on. Just slide her back into the dress and pop her arms back through the holes. So I do like that little touch that we can take that off if we wanted to. And there she is, the Bride of Frankenstein. So I want to put that secondary head sculpt on. I think that's going to be the head sculpt I'm going to be keeping on for this figure. Because she kind of always screamed at everything, if I remember rightly. Like when she saw Frankenstein for the first time, she screamed. And she just kept on screaming like the whole way through the thing, if I remember rightly. Every little thing, she was like, ah! So that's, yeah, I like that. I like action pose. She does come with 2 open palm hands as well. So we have got another set of hands which are like grab hands, which are nice, with like an extra wrap around them. That's kind of cool because we've got this set as well, which is the chains. So they've got a chain on one side and then the pylons on the other, which is attached to these ribbons. So basically you can attach her to them using the ribbons to make it look like she's chained up to the pylons, basically. So that's pretty cool. I won't be doing that in this video because I'm not going to be displaying her like that. I'm just going to keep those as accessory pieces. But yeah, it is very cool. And of course, if you took away these pieces, you could actually use these chains to attach the Frankenstein figure to it as well. But yeah, such a beautiful figure. So without further ado, we'll head on down to the desk cam and take a closer look at the Bride of Frankenstein. Let's head on down to the desk cam. It's time for the Bride of Frankenstein. Look how awesome she looks. Such a great looking figure. I'm so happy we finally have a decent Universal Monsters line. And do you know what I love about this? Jada Toys have actually beaten NECA to the punch, haven't they? Because NECA jumped in at the deep end and they gave us Wolfman and the Mummy and Frankenstein. The Frankenstein one took forever to ship. We're still yet to get Wolfman in hand. We're still yet to get the Mummy in hand. And Jada Toys just went straight out and produced this line with minimal talk beforehand. There was like an announcement and then these figures came a few months later. So, I mean, and they released all the major characters: Frankenstein, Dracula, Bride of Frankenstein, and also Creature from the Black Lagoon. So I mean, they produced a line so much faster than NECA did, and I think that must really hurt NECA a little bit. I know NECA's figures look aesthetically more pleasing. But this Jada figure line is definitely going to be for those people who like collecting the 6-inch series, because these will scale with your Marvel Legends, your Star Wars Black series, all your Power Rangers, G.I. Joes. They basically anything that Hasbro have made in 6-inch form, which is the majority of toy lines these days, including the new Fortnite figures. Whereas the Universal Monsters from NECA are 7-inch scale. So if you're a 6-inch collector and you want to make toy photography and you want to do some crossovers with Marvel or something like that, you're going to need the Jada ones, because the Diamond Select are going to look too big. So in all honesty, I think they've smashed it with this line. And like I say, I can't wait to see if they make a wave 2 of this line. And like I was saying, this figure is just immaculate. She looks so good. That secondary face sculpt, I've got to admit, it's much nicer than the first one. I'll do a side-by-side. Here's the original head sculpt, which does look nice, don't get me wrong, but I do prefer the more animated face look. I think she looks too normal in the regular one. I'm hoping that they can extend the toy line and hopefully give us, you know what, how cool would it be if Jada Toys in this style gave us some other things, like Munsters? How awesome would it be to see a Munsters line? Or Addams Family? They could literally go to town with that, you know, with horror licensings that no one else is creating, and give us a whole scale of 6-inch series style figures, and just extend that line of Jada Monsters or something they could call it. And literally, I think loads of people would buy and cotton onto that line. Imagine if they made a vintage Goosebumps line, people. Imagine being able to have in your collection, like the attack. What do they call, like some of the original people from Ghostbusters? So like the Slappy the Dummy, the lawn gnomes, all those kind of creatures. Imagine those in this kind of thing as well. That would be sick. It would never happen, but my little 90s toy brain's going mental thinking about all the different things they could do with this. But anyway, I digress. It's definitely a figure worth collecting, like I say. And because of the fact that we can remove this cloth piece, if you can get an alternate head sculpt on there, she would definitely double as a mummy figure as well, because of how she looks. So, definitely worth grabbing. What are your thoughts on this one? Let us know in the comments down below. And thank you very much for watching. Let's head on back to the main cam, though, and finish off this video. Guys, what are your thoughts on this figure? Let us know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this review, then please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Subscribing really supports us, it really helps us out, and helps us to keep making awesome videos like this. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and until next time, may the Force be with you. Bye!